Hello YouTube and welcome back to Wine and Whips, first one of 2019. Hopefully you will enjoy the video that I have planned for you today. I have got, sorry there's wires all over the place, my glass of wine. And I'm not going to put it there because that's a Yeti microphone. So basically, first thing I want to say is there's a new setup. I am currently using the Logitech camera that my Patreon's got me, and my Yeti mic with the little windsock that, again, Patreon's for me. When I said that I was going to do Patreon and just use it to make the channel grow and be better, I wasn't joking. I am genuinely trying to just keep it better. I know a lot of people say that I should stick with the DSLR camera, but I need a new lens that actually does autofocusing, because the one that I have that I've been using for about a year now and was told did do autofocusing does not. So we're using this little bad boy now. Okay guys, sorry about the cut. I don't know why, it just randomly stopped recording and randomly stopped recording. Anyway, the new backdrop won't be the desk that I normally have behind me with the massive expansive PC that I don't really use much anymore because it's going to die soon, very soon. You're going to have Loki's altar and the Cuddle Army, and possibly the other statues and stuff in the corner, but we'll see how it goes. I might change it around, but this setup means I can move fairly easily, and hopefully it won't be so echoey anymore. So I wanted is this setup good? I mean, I know the light's rubbish and I need to get a new ring light and all that kind of stuff, but that's what next month's money's for. So cool. Anyway, I have quite a few projects on the go. 2018 was the year of finishing projects. 2019 is the year of starting them all and never finishing any of them. That's a lie. I have already finished quite a few, which is where we'll go into. But as I've said before, the beginning of Wine and Whips is where I go, here's all the new stuff I'm working on and haven't finished yet. Whoops, it's all on the floor. So, first one, first one is a sketch. It's not finished yet, as you can see, it's nowhere near finished. This is for the Tiamat episode that I have coming out very, very soon. Hopefully, as long as I can get this finished. It might actually end up being next week, or the week after, I'm not sure. This is taking me a really long time to finish. It is not, however, taking me as long as the next one I'm going to show you. But yes, this is Tiamat, a kind of version of the Dark Goddess that was requested. It was a request in December, but it's taken me a long time to get research together. There is not much on this lady that isn't D&D, fairy tales, and I was trying to use actual mythological knowledge. I borrowed books, I did all sorts, and I can't find anything on the lady. She's just like she doesn't exist. But she does, obviously, we know she does. Okay guys, sorry about that. I'm going to have to look into what is actually going on with this machine of mine. I love it, but I also hate it. I've had to drop down to using the standard internal camera because my Logitech is having a hissy fit. I don't know if it's because I'm using the Yeti with it, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Back finally onto the next part, which was literally this that I've been trying to show you for the past 5-10 minutes. This is why we had Black and White Cassie as an SCP, because I'd been working on this for nearly a week and it was getting to the point where I needed to give you guys an SCP and I couldn't, and I was getting really frustrated with this, which is getting there. Like, I've only got this guy. I've got to put some more colouring in him and then do the shading, and then this is pretty much done. Hopefully when I scan it you'll be able to see a lot better than what it looks like. But that is hopefully the next SCP. Let me know if you can guess which SCP this represents, this doodle. And then that is the sketchbook finished. But I'm sure you saw a little doodle that you haven't seen already. No, this is the wrong sketchbook. There's another sketchbook with more stuff that I have that you probably haven't seen. No, this is the one. I'm sure I've probably shown this one to you before, but it's here, it's not finished. So yes, there is the Assassin's Creed India thumbnail, which I will be going back to Assassin's Creed India soon. Prepare for rage, because I fucking hate that game, but it's not finished, and I will not leave a game unfinished on my channel. Hopefully it won't take another 13 episodes to get it finished. But that is the thumbnail. Okay. Now, I'm just seeing how long this is, because currently we're up to 6 minutes and I haven't even shown you any of my normal stuff that is like, yes, this is the stuff I've finished. Admittedly, I haven't finished a lot. I've done a lot of starting and not a lot of finishing, because that's what I'm like at the minute. Okay, so I wanted to, before we go into that, there was something I wanted to show you. Now, these little sheets of paper that I have are from the other sketchbook, not sketchbook, scrapbook. My dad's scrapbook specifically that I made for him over Christmas. You may remember some of the things from Wine and Whips a couple of years ago actually now. Because even though I'm not on Wine and Whips 52 yet, I have, you know, been doing this for quite a while now. Yes. So I wanted to show you something that I think is quite cool. I mean, I'm not great at drawing again. I'm losing my draw. I go through these horrible stages where like I'm really good and then I go terrible and then I go back up again, and then you've just got to work through those horrible phases. Speaking of horrible, looks like a 14-year-old drew this, or a 3-year-old drew this, or whatever. The thing is, I didn't use any, when I was doing the black and white Cassie, was the original black and white Cassie sketch, and I was like, no, it's fucking awful. I don't mind swearing, I get paid by Patreon, not YouTube. And I hated it. So, I went and drew this one. Now, this one's not much better, but the whole idea behind Cassie is that she's black and white and fairly simply drawn, so this is a lot better than that. So I wanted to basically show you, these were both drawn in the same day, both only took about 10 minutes, and each one was drawn literally one after the other, so they're by the same person, but one's okay and the other one's rubbish. So if you ever output any rubbish art or stuff like that, like this piece of crap, then you can always go back and end up doing something like this, which is a lot better. But still, she's going to get cut out and glued in a journal probably, because most of my art ends up glued in a scrapbook or a journal. I didn't originally do scrapbooking, but now I do, apparently. And then the rest of the paper that I've got will be used for another drawing, because there's plenty of it. And I am all for recycling this year, but you don't need to know that, because there are other things that you guys are more interested in than my trash compacting crap that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reduce buying as well, but that's not happening. Some of the stuff that I've bought this month though has been required. So that iron, that one there, yeah, I can't, it's all reflected. I had to get a new iron. I replaced the fuse, I replaced the wire in the old one, and it just, nothing I could do would work. So I've taken that to a recycle centre where they're going to take it apart, see what was wrong with it and try and fix it. And I got this one, which is one, cheaper, and two, stores itself away because the thing wraps around the bottom and plugs away. And I've got myself some new shampoo, which is in a block and not in a thing, plastic bottle. So I've gone through all of my shampoo that was in a plastic bottle, and now is the fun part of deciding what to do with the plastic bottle. I think I'm going to make a phone holder, because that will be incredibly useful to stop the cats from chewing my f***ing cables. Yeah. Basically. So, anyway, guys and girls and my lovelies, I'm going to show you the small amount of finished stuff that I have done this January. I hope that you've enjoyed this Wine and Whips, and I'll see you on the end. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to show you is this really cool little Zombicide figure. As you know, I have been painting the companions, and once I've finished the companions, I will no longer actually be doing any more of the heroes. They are going to be the last ones in set, so I will move back to doing the Toxic City zombies because they are currently on the bottom of my tray to actually use. So that's what I'm going to do next. I hope you like my little sniper lady. So we move on to the next of the companions that I've managed to do, which is the first of the 2 gunner characters. Now the other one that I'm doing is in browns and kind of khaki camo. This one is just a black one to go along with the black sniper rifle lady that I did. And that's pretty much all I have to say about him. I haven't got a 360 degree video of him, I apologise. But that's where I am with him at the moment. Well, he's finished, let's say. The last little bit of model painting that we've done today, here you can see, is the penultimate of the 2 handmaidens. Obviously, if there's only 2, she is the penultimate. But the penultimate of the large group of handmaidens that I've been working on for the better part of 2 years. The last of the companions is also ready and waiting in the background. Neither of them should be too much longer before they are shown on this channel in this video as being completed, maybe in the future, very soon. And that base there is the base for Marathi, the larger version of the 2. I'm not sure whether small base has gone for the for the smaller one, but I'm sure I will find it at some point. So that's what I'm working on currently when it comes to model making. Next, we move finally onto the drawing side of things, where I can show you this cute little chibi idea that I had for the story Null. Obviously, you've either seen that, or if you haven't, well, it's on my channel in the Creepypasta story list. Basically, I wanted to go for a chibi child in a different style than my normal style. I don't think it worked too well, but it didn't, turn out too badly either. There are only 4 toes on the feet, but then again, I wasn't aiming for realism, and there's things like, obviously, The Simpsons and stuff like that, where they don't have the right amount of fingers or toes, so this is supposed to be a highly stylized little drawing. Admittedly, I did make the mistake of not actually colouring in the laptop. It was going to be black, and I kind of messed that up and just left it like a blank square, which I shouldn't have done, but unfortunately that did happen. So that is it with this drawing. Finally, we have another drawing / watercolour art piece that you will have probably already seen if you have watched my videos on the channel before. This is I've called it Snowy Forest, and it is the watercolour painting that goes with the story The Ricotta, which is a creepypasta. Now, I'm not hugely happy with this. I had a completely different idea in mind when I first started painting it. I should have varied the heights of the trees, I should have put some snow on there, I should have made it darker. But at the same time, it's something that I haven't done before, so, you've got to be proud of where you come from, right? So this is at least a different take on story. I didn't really want to just do another monster. I kind of wanted to give the feeling of abandonment and isolation that the story was really, that it seemed to me to be at the centre of the story. I could be wrong, but that was the kind of thing that actually came to mind when I read the story, and that's why I did this little snowy scene in watercolours. Okay guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please do like, comment, subscribe. As always, I will see you next time when hopefully I have sorted the crap out that is this wonderful little camera that was doing so well and then just fucked up. And don't forget, if you want to have your projects shown off, finished or otherwise, please do send them in. I love showing off people's artwork and costume making and all sorts of stuff like that. Okay? Take care, have fun. Bye.